You've probably seen the headlines circulating about Ana de Armas and a beach photo that's being framed as a major must-see moment. The wording is loud and dramatic on purpose, designed to pull you in before you have time to think. But here's the truth. The real story isn't what the headline suggests. The real story is how easily the internet turns an ordinary moment into a spectacle and how quickly people forget there's a real human being behind the image. Stick with this all the way through, because by the end you'll be able to spot these headlines instantly and see them for what they really are. Ana de Armas is famous, which means people often treat her like she's constantly performing. But celebrities still do normal things. They travel, rest, go to the beach, and enjoy quiet time just like anyone else. The problem is that the internet rarely allows those moments to stay normal. One photo becomes thousands of opinions overnight, and suddenly strangers feel entitled to comment on every detail. Some reactions are supportive, but many are careless or cruel, and a lot of posts aren't even pretending to be fair. They're built for attention, not accuracy. Let's talk about how these headlines work. Phrases like "leaves little to the imagination" are chosen carefully because they create instant imagery and emotional reaction. It's a tactic meant to spark curiosity and push you to click. Once you do, the post has already succeeded, even if it offers nothing meaningful. It's not about truth or context. It's about grabbing your attention for a few seconds. And when you stop and think about it, what does the audience really gain? Most of the time, nothing at all. It isn't news. It doesn't add value. It simply turns a person into a product. When you see it clearly, it feels less entertaining and more unsettling, because a human life becomes a headline, and that headline becomes a game. There's another layer here that often goes unspoken. The internet has a long history of judging women, no matter what they do. Dress simply, and you're called boring. Dress boldly, and you're criticized for attention-seeking. Be relaxed, and people assume motive. Be private, and people assume secrecy. It's a cycle where there's no winning, and these headlines thrive on that tension. They push people to argue, because conflict generates engagement. But here's the reality. What someone wears at a beach or pool is not a public debate. It's a normal choice for a normal setting. The only reason it becomes drama is because someone framed it that way. Often, the people doing the framing were never invited into that moment to begin with. That's why it feels uncomfortable, like someone peeking through a window, snapping a photo, and pretending they did the world a favor by sharing it. Respect matters here. You can appreciate fashion. You can say someone looks confident or happy. But turning a real person into a joke or treating their body like public property crosses a line. That isn't harmless fun. It's disrespect packaged as entertainment. And remember this. One photo never tells the full story. You don't know the context, what came before, or what happened after. You don't know what was cropped out or why the image exists at all. Context slows people down, and slowing down doesn't generate clicks. Fast reactions do. That's why normal moments are turned into fake scandals. Here's the key takeaway. These headlines aren't just about Ana de Armas. They're testing you. They're testing whether you'll react without thinking and help spread the cycle. The moment you pause and choose not to play along, you take your power back. You stop being fuel for clickbait. And that choice alone changes how these stories work.